Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome back to my channel. Back with a video on LoRaWAN technology, and I think I already made a video on it. The last video was describing the inside working of LoRa transmitter and LoRa receiver, and we're going to look at the hierarchical block that is available also in LoRa. So when you download GNU Radio, and if you go into your out of free module, so you have core modules, and then these are some of the out of free modules which when you download GNU Radio it comes with. You have LoRa transmitter and LoRa receiver. So if you were to look at it, if you were to go inside of this, these are exactly the same block that we have used in our previous video to actually make a LoRa transmitter. Now there is one complete transmitter which is called LoRa transmitter. You can just simply use this to transmit LoRaWAN LoRa signal. You don't need to worry about using de-whitening block or add a header block or add CRC or data source and interlevel block and modulate block and all of this. This comes everything within that particular LoRa transmitter block. So this is the video on this. So we're going to use these hierarchical block to transmit a message which is called hello world message. My name is Muhammad Mustaqim, and this is what we're going to transmit, and we're going to transmit this using a LoRa transmitter. And the parameters are quite small, so you don't have to worry about it, but the last video was quite detailed that why we're using add CRC, add header block or demapping or interlevel block or modulate block, but LoRa transmitter block take care of all of that. And then we're going to transmit that, and we're going to try to receive that using a LoRa receiver block. That LoRa receiver block also comes with de-interleaver, de-whitening block, FFT demodulator, frame sync, gray mapping, Hamming decoding, and header decoder, and things like that. So everything, so all of these smaller blocks that you were seeing in my previous video, they are all combined into a single block called LoRa receiver block, and they are basically called hierarchical block. Every block will be inside of this block. So let's just quickly look at it. We have a simple message that is coming from a message strobe block, which is also available here. You can just simply Google it. I mean, you can Command F, and then you can look at the message block. Sorry. So this is that block that is available in message 2. So this is the block that is being used, and then you can go to your LoRa block right here in your transmitter. This is where you can use your payload ID. So this is that block. So I have just simply type in my message, hello world, my name is this, and we're going to simply transmit that. And for that purpose, we're going to use a LoRa transmitter block. And if you were to go inside of this LoRa transmitter block, let's go into every single detail of what are some of the components that you need. Definitely you need an output sampling rate. So we have already set our sampling rate to be 500K. The next thing is your bandwidth. As I told you, I think based on the paper, I will also leave a link in this video as well. 125 kilohertz, that's the default bandwidth. There are 3 bandwidths. This is one of them. You have a spreading factor of 7. Do you want to have an implicit header? What implicit header basically does, in an explicit mode, you will use a physical header. And then when you have an implicit mode, there is no physical header. So when we are saying implicit header no, which means I want you to include the payload, the header itself. You have a coding rate. You can use different type of coding rate. For example, you can use 4x4, 4x5, 4x6, 4x7, 4x8, and things like that. What basically that means is that you're going to transmit actually to have a higher coding rate. Let me tell you the difference between it. Basically, it supports 4x5, 4x7. These are the 2 rates, and there's also another rate that is being supported by LoRaWAN. 4x5 basically means that the actual data bits are going to be 4, and 1 bit is being used for error correction and detection. So having a higher data coding rate basically means, like for example, if you choose to have 4x7, what basically that means is that you have 4 bits of actual data, and then you're using 3 bit for error correction and detection. Even though it makes your transmission more reliable when it comes to noise and other things like that, but you are transmitting less data. That's what that means, because you're only transmitting 4 bits, but you're using 3 bits three bits for error correction and detection. Or you're also using something called CRC, just have it like as yes. And then you have LDRO, which is actually stands for low data rate optimization. And this is basically being used when you're transmitting a long packet. And when you have this thing enabled, it allows you to have a better stability at a cost of your data rate. So LDRO is enabled. Frame zero padding. This is just default in that LoRa transmitter. So let's just click OK. So these are some of the parameters. Let me decrease this. Definitely you are just simulating it, so that's why you need to have a throttle block. And then channel modulator, the channel model that is being controlled by a channel modulator, channel model block that is depicting your channel environment of your channel. So that is have an SNR dB for about -5. Then you have some clock offset as well. Then this whole thing is being received by a LoRa receiver. Now LoRa receiver block, everything is same. You have a spreading factor, you have implicit header, no. You have soft decision coding, yes. LDRO is auto. Do you want to print your load, payload, or header and payload? Just simply header, payload, anything that you want, or you want nothing to be printing out here. So let's just click header and payload. I want this to print out header and payload information here. Now just simply click OK. This is much simpler version as compared to the one that we were using previously. I think it was actually, I tried to explain based on a paper which was published in 2024 in GNU Radio conference using these different individual blocks that are there, which is part of your LoRa transmitter and LoRa receiver out of tree module. So let's just quickly run this flow graph. When you press the execute button, and you can just clearly see it's going to start printing the message, and it's going to start printing your payload length, your CRC, your coding rate, and things like that. You can change the coding rate. Turns out to be 3 because 3 bits are being used for error correction and detection. When you click stop this, and let me change the coding rate to be 4/5, and then hit apply. Okay, and let's just use this to see. Alright, so here we have a coding rate of 1. So 1 bit is being used. Yes. Do we have a CRC presence? Yes. So this is what is being transmitted using LoRa transmitter, and this is what is being received by LoRa receiver. Both of the information, the paper itself, I will also leave a link to that paper, and also leave a link to that GitHub page where you can download these flow graphs and try to understand what the user was trying to do, or the researcher was trying to do. So if you have any questions, leave it in the comment section, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching.